Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. You should be incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. I am sure that for many of you, this journey was completed while raising kids and working. Hours of studying, finishing assignments, and having to take tests after coming home from a long workday or after putting your kids to bed. Like me, some of you grew up in a single-parent home. Some of you watched the hardships your parents faced as they struggled to make ends meet. Many of you have made huge sacrifices to get to where you are today. All of you share the desire to make a better life for you and your families, no matter the roadblocks and struggles that may stand in your way. I am going to share a few of my personal stories with you about becoming a champion of life no matter what. My story is one that I believe will show a few things to be true. One, that love conquers all. And two, that hard work, believing in yourself, and perseverance pays off. Like a lot of you, I am a first-generation college graduate. I graduated from UCLA with a degree in sociology. In 1969, my parents met at Utah State University. Unfortunately, neither one of them finished their degrees, mainly because of me. My father is African American and my mother is white. While at Utah State, my father was a young basketball superstar athlete, and my mother was a 19-year-old from a very religious family. They fell in love. Their relationship was not allowed to continue, as interracial couples back then were heavily discouraged and looked down upon. I, however, was born in 1970 in Long Beach, California, but not because that is where we lived, but because my life started out amidst family conflict and racial bigotry. My young 20-year-old mother was encouraged to give up her unborn child, but instead she moved to California to be with her loving sister, who helped take care of her during this unknown and trying time. She gave my mother the confidence and courage she needed to make it through the tough years ahead, raising a biracial little girl on her own. Looking back at my mother's situation, I cannot imagine the strength she must have had to believe that everything would end up okay. When you are at your lowest in life, when you are facing tough times, please remember that there will always be someone to help you and be there for you. Love conquers all. It did not take long for my family to fall in love with the cute, loud, funny, outgoing biracial little girl. I was always called the class clown. At a young age, I wanted to make everyone laugh and worked hard to make those around me smile. Still today, I enjoy trying to brighten the life of everyone around me. I finally met my father when I was 16 years old. It was a very surreal and scary moment, but I came to realize that having him in my life helped me see a side of myself that I had been missing. His perspective on life, his knowledge of the world outside of a primarily conservative Utah was greatly appreciated. He also helped me immensely with becoming an elite athlete. I realized at a young age that I was very talented athletically. I started playing softball at age 8, basketball in the 7th grade, and volleyball in the 8th grade. Through athletics, my confidence blossomed. I loved being part of a team and having to work hard for a common goal. I loved being part of something bigger than myself. I thrived off of the excitement of competition, and being an only child, it was an opportunity for me to enjoy the camaraderie of other kids. My junior year in high school, I was being recruited by almost every school in the country for both basketball and volleyball. And I will forever be thankful to UCLA for allowing me to live out my dream and play both sports that I loved. I worked very hard, not only athletically, but academically. As I am sure most of you know, your first years of college is a crash course in time management, really learning to do and complete hard things. I struggled my first semester with the workload and the increased academic expectations, but I studied hard and put in the extra time. My junior and senior year, I was consistently making the honor roll. Things were going really great in my life, but just when things seem to be going well, life likes to throw great challenges at you, testing you to see how tough you really are. My senior year, I was feeling strong and invincible. I had just come off helping my UCLA volleyball team win the national championship in a 5-game comeback thriller. I had also been named NCAA Volleyball Division I Player of the Year. In basketball, I had finally figured out how to be a more skilled player. I was feeling somewhat unstoppable. Just coming off a career-high 35 points the game before at the University of California. Then, 2 days later, playing at Stanford, I was sprinting down the floor on a fast break. I caught the ball and twisted towards a basket at the same time. I felt the worst pain of my life. I had a high pain tolerance, but with this, I could barely breathe. I just hugged my knee and knew that something was very wrong. In the training room, the Stanford team doctor told me my ACL was gone, absolutely crushing me. My college career and the dream of leading my team to the NCAA basketball tournament was over. The next 9 months of surgery and daily rehab, retraining my knee to bend, my leg to walk, let alone run and jump, tested me to my core. As I am sure many of you know, when you are faced with incredible adversity, you learn to fight because there is no other option. However, I was constantly battling doubt and thoughts of, is this all worth it? Do I really think I can get back to 100%? Do I have what it takes to make it through this? It would have been so much easier to just give up. But I didn't. I had a dream to compete in the 1996 Olympics for volleyball, so I pushed myself as hard as I could. Less than a year later, I was living and training in San Diego with the U.S. national volleyball team. We trained 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. It was an incredible experience, one that taught me a lot about myself, how hard I could push my body, how tough I was emotionally. I was one of the youngest on the team, surrounded by many veterans who had already played in 2 or 3 Olympics. Unfortunately, 3 months before the '96 Olympics, my world was shattered when I was the last one cut from the Olympic volleyball team. My world stopped. My heart was broken. I still remember the unbelievable void and silence I felt in my soul. Again, everything I had worked so hard for and had dreamed about was over. It is 100% true that when one door closes, another one opens. Sometimes we need to be stripped of what we want in order to see what we really need in life, what was really meant to be. Looking for a new light, a new path forward, I went back to the sport I had loved so long ago, the sport that had brought me so much joy, basketball. My former college coach was able to get me a tryout for the '96 Jones Cup basketball team. Reminder, at this time, I had not played basketball in 2 years. Yes, I was rusty, but what stood out to the coaches was my hustle, my rebounding ability, athleticism, and my desire to learn. I am so thankful for the USA coaches because they took a chance on me. I made the team, and we won the Jones Cup gold medal. From there, I had a new life and a new drive, a new goal to be part of the U.S. national basketball team. I worked tirelessly to learn and grow. I knew that I was up against some of the best in the world. Only 12 make the Olympic team. I had a desire like no one else. I was like no one else because I had already been brought to my knees. I had already felt what it was like to lose everything. I had no fear. Yes, there were many challenges, injuries, and lessons over those next 4 years, many setbacks along the way. I did not let those hold me back. It just flamed the fire that was inside of me to improve and become the best that I could be. In June of 2000, I was named to the United States Olympic basketball team, one of the best days of my life. Hard work, believing in yourself, and perseverance pays off. But I wasn't done yet. My goal was to not only compete in the Olympics, but to win. I worked to get every rebound. That was my strength. Whatever it took is what I was willing to do. Winning the gold medal was the only goal. On September 30th, 2000, in Sydney, Australia, we were playing in the gold medal game, and I was absolutely in the zone, living in the moment. I knew that no matter what, I was going to help my team win. I felt like I had electricity running through my veins. That night, in a battle against Australia, we won the Olympic gold medal game. Coming off the bench, I led the team with 15 points and 9 rebounds, but my only desire was to win. The stats were just a product of my effort toward the ultimate goal. Yes, getting to play in the Olympics and actually winning a gold medal was a dream come true. I am forever grateful for that incredible experience. There are times in life where things happen that you never think possible. What is important to remember is that through hard work, belief in yourself, and dedication to your craft, you alone can change your life. You can become anything you imagine. This year, all of our lives have been changed. A global pandemic, and of course, the heartbreaking killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and many others. The tragic loss of Kobe Bryant, his beautiful daughter Gianna, and their friends. This year, our eyes as a nation have been opened more so than ever before. The cover of what had been hidden right below the surface of our country has been ripped away, and the desire for change, the desire for equality for all Americans is raging everywhere. Your time is now to stand up for what you believe in. Your time is now to change your life as well as all those around you for the better. You can make a difference. I am just like many of you. I am just a girl from Taylorsville, Utah, raised in a single-parent home. I made my dreams become a reality. What are your dreams? We are living at a time that will be written about in history books for years to come. Just recently, the first woman of color was named to a major party's presidential ticket. It's about time. More than ever, this is a time where you as graduates can write your life script, create your own future, plan your own journey, and build a world where you thrive. Every great thing started out as a dream. Someone had to put that into action. That someone is you. Anything is possible if you just believe. Congratulations to each of you, the WGU graduating class of 2020. I look forward to what you make possible.